This is Talk of the Town, a weekly program featuring community events happening in and around Northeast Michigan, with your host, Nancy Smitham, and get the latest from Alpena Community College with Dr. Don McMaster. And now, today's Talk of the Town.
Good morning and welcome to Talk of the Town. I'm Nancy Smitham. My first guest today is Katie Wolf from Thunder Bay National Marine Sanctuary. Good morning, Katie.
Good morning. How are you?
On this beautiful fall day, I'm doing pretty well, thank you.
It looks like we're going to have an absolutely glorious fall.
Yes, and things are slowing down outside, but not necessarily at Thunder Bay National Marine Sanctuary. And I know before we started taping, we talked a little bit about your film series, and it's been just a tremendous success.
It really has. It's been exciting to see people, both for the lectures and the films. And, you know, we get new people, and then we have regulars, but to see the theater fill up almost every week, it's pretty fun.
And I've seen all your topics, and you have some wonderful topics, something that anyone, even if you didn't live in this area, would be interested to see or listen to.
Yeah. Well, we're really excited because next year will be our 20th anniversary, and we were able to get a grant from the Community Foundation for Northeast Michigan and the Women's Giving Circle to really ramp up our speakers to a new level for next year. So we're looking at doing something very special for next year.
Ooh, and for your film series, that'll be wonderful too then. Yay. Okay, today we want to talk a little bit about, I was going to say Thanksgiving. No, not yet. Halloween. We
are absolutely in the fall spirit right now. So the first thing that we have coming up is next Thursday, well, it's Thursday, October 24th.
Okay.
And that is a film, and it's on haunted lighthouses. And we're pretty excited about that because one of the lighthouses featured is the old Presqu'île Light.
Great.
And so now's a good time to go out there because when you're going down East Grand Lake Road, it's absolutely spectacular.
Yes, it is.
And that old light, the gate may be locked, but you can still park and walk back there. And it is really something special to check out. And there's been a lot of restoration work going on. So this, you know, the story is that the old light is haunted. And people believe that one of its caretakers, George Paris, is the ghost. So that is featured in this film that's going to be shown on Thursday. There's 4 different lighthouses that are featured. I understand there are 13 haunted lighthouses around the Great Lakes in Michigan, but 4 are featured in this film. So it should be really fun.
Yay, I'm looking forward to it. And then Friday night.
All right. So Friday night we have our big haunted house event. Actually, it's a haunted shipwreck at the sanctuary, and that's always great fun. We give away approximately 8,000 pieces of candy. We have about 2,000 kids go through, and so we're collecting candy right now. We have about 3,000 pieces that have been donated. Last night we had our Shiawassee Advisory Council meeting, and they brought tons of candy, which was really appreciated. But we've got about 5,000 more pieces, so if anybody wants to donate candy, they can stop by the sanctuary store.
And having been there for that event before, it is so fun. The kids are racing around, running around, they're on the ship, they're everywhere, and it's just a fun event. And while we do that, the parents can go in and check out the store.
It is really fun, and we also have activities that families can do. One of the things I love, Home Depot has been so generous in donating little boats and things like that, activities. And so the families, after they go through and trick or treat and get scared or not, then they can sit and make a craft together, and it's just fun to see all the different ages working there. So it's more than just trick or treating. It's quite an experience, and we've worked really hard to make sure that there's areas that are fun for the adults and the teens, but also that there's an area for younger children that they can go through and have fun and not be too afraid. So if you've not been before, know that there's both opportunities for the young at heart and the young in age.
Yeah, with all those kids going there, I think that I will not go there that evening. I'll just go at another time.
Oh, it's so much fun though. I love to watch all the different costumes.
Oh, yes.
I mean, so many people dress up, and I love sometimes the whole family dresses up, and so it's just really fun to come and get in the spirit. And we do have people who really, I think, come just to see everybody.
So what time does it start?
It starts at 5 p.m.
Okay.
The doors open at 5 p.m. and then it wraps up at 8 p.m.
Okay.
And there usually is a lineup, and so, you know, if the weather's a little iffy, you want to bring rain gear or an umbrella, because we do get really around 2,000 people come in. But it's really good because it does kind of stagger. You know, some people go downtown and some people come to the sanctuary first, and so it moves pretty quickly.
Okay, so make sure that people get there. So what else is happening at Thunder Bay National Marine Sanctuary?
Oh, well, we always have a lot happening. I think the big thing, you know, that's been in the news lately has been the Riverfront Project.
Yes.
And so I think we'll talk about that probably
next month.
Soon, yeah, because we'll have more details then. But we're raising matching dollars for that, the Friends Group is, and it's going pretty well right now.
Good. And Giving Tuesdays, I know it's a ways away, but I'm not sure that you're going to tape before then, so we want to make sure we mention that.
So that's our biggest day. It's you know, one of the biggest days anywhere, but we raise more money for the sanctuary programs on that day than any other day, so it's really important for us.
Yes.
And our goal this year is to go after that golden goose. You know, they give a golden goose to the top fundraiser in the effort, so we're really going to take that serious this year, because we've got a lot that we want to do in our 20th anniversary year, and so it's important. The money we raise in the next couple months helps set our programs for the next year.
Oh,
so
yes,
it's very
definitely.
important. Of course, our membership mailing just went out, so if you're a Friends member or you're not a Friends member, contact us or look for the mailing, because that fund, the Friends Membership Fund, that allows us to, actually it helps support our staffing in the summertime when we have the student staffing, but all of that money goes right back into the community and the activities that we do here.
And you do a lot of activities.
We do.
Okay. Now, what about volunteers? I know that you're always looking for volunteers.
Especially right now.
Yes.
We are having our Halloween event. We need volunteers for that. That is pretty high intensity, giving out the candy, and a lot of times it's fun to dress up, or if you can work there, there's things to do if you don't want to dress up. So that you mentioned volunteers, one of the biggest volunteers who have been a huge contributor to the Halloween event is Barry Schatz.
Yes.
And he works for AAA here in Alpena. And all of his friends, he has helped recruit an incredible team of talented people who love theater and, creating spooky sets. And so he's our Volunteer of the Year, and we will be celebrating him in November.
Perfect, yay.
As well as all our volunteers.
Well, yes. So if someone wants to volunteer, thinks, hey, that's a great New Year's resolution, I want to join the Friends, what do they have to do?
They just need to contact the sanctuary. They can go online on our website. Mary Taglerini is our volunteer coordinator. But if they just call the sanctuary store or stop by, we'll put them in touch with whoever they need to talk with.
And check out that sanctuary store, not too early to start looking for those holiday gift-giving ideas.
If you need a coat, we have lots of affordable, nice jackets right now.
You do. Thank you so much for being here, and I'll look forward to talking to you soon.
Thank you, Nancy.
I'll be right back with Ann Gentry talking about Downtown Development Authority following these messages. Hi, welcome back. As promised, I'm with Ann Gentry from Downtown Development Authority. Hi, Ann.
Good morning. Thanks for having me again.
Thanks for being here. And I was telling you that I went by on the day of the chowder chili cook-off, and I saw you setting up, and it was kind of a cold day and a little windy and breezy, but everybody was there and people were setting up and going around. Just another wonderful downtown Alpena event.
Yeah, thank you. We were really pleased with how it went. The weather cooperated, so we were happy to have it on 2nd Avenue again. A little bit chillier this year, but it fit right in with the spirit of warm soups and chowders. So we had about 9 entries and 6 competitors, and only 2 of them were returning ones from years previous. So it was great to see different restaurants participate. We had Austin Brothers this year, CW's restaurant, and Thunder Bay River Bar and Grill.
Wow.
So it was awesome. We were really excited that we had some different participants this year.
Who were the winners and what did they bring?
So this year we had Zane Kiffmiller of Kiffmiller's Produce, won Best in Show and Most Creative Recipe with his pizza chili. So he has participated since I've been here and probably before. So that was great to see him win, because he's a long-standing supporter of the event. Best chili was Austin Brothers Vegan Chili, so our first vegan entry. And best chowder winner was Mountain Inn and Grill, or Mountain Inn Bar and Grill. and they brought a lobster and snow crab chili, or chowder, I mean. And then the last but not least, most spirited booth was Austin Brothers. So we had some different winners this year too, that were chosen either by judges or popular vote.
Yay! And then before that, it was the Sunrise Tap Takeover, and that was very well attended in downtown.
It was, yeah, and that was another beautiful, beautiful day.
Yes.
If you remember, it felt almost like summer, so that seemed like a lot of people from our community out enjoying it, and certainly a lot of work on the Fresh Palette and other volunteers and organizations to pull that off.
It was a great event. And what are some upcoming events?
So we have a few that the DDA is involved in. We have our downtown trick-or-treating and haunted ship at NOAA, and Trunk or Treat all fall on Friday, October 25th, starting at 5 p.m. So bring the kids, dress up, visit different downtown stores, get your candy, say hi. Right the next day, we have our first ever downtown kind of artisan pop-up market. So Kingsley, who works at the DDA office with me, she has been helping some business owners that are located on Water Street organize this new pop-up market for different Michigan-based artisans and vendors. So it will be Saturday, October 26th from noon to 9 p.m. on Water Street. We'll be closing the street and using the previous Alpena Power site.
Oh, wow,
so there'll be
yay.
different vendors, there'll be a few different food vendors, and then we'll have some beer and wine for sale too. So another fun festive activity.
And the date of that
we'll
again
be
is?
doing Saturday, October 26th.
Okay.
From noon to 9 p.m.
Wow.
So that's another new one that we're throwing into the schedule. And then our next DDA-led event is Bard at the Bar. So this will be our second year of this event. We collaborate with Thunder Bay Theater, essentially a bar crawl meets Shakespeare. So we'll have 5 stops this year, and each one will have a different performance from Thunder Bay Theater's core company of a scene from Shakespeare. You can get a drink at each stop. We'll also have Downtown Scoops participating, so that's our non-drinker stop.
Yes.
You can grab an ice cream there, or a hot cocoa float.
Yes.
So yeah, that'll be a really fun night. Last year we had like 50 people participate. Just a unique event that kind of shows off a cool business in our downtown and pulls in different restaurants and bars.
Wonderful. So what else is going on?
So let's see, we have those two, and then honestly we're looking ahead to Christmas already. So we're planning Small Business Saturday is November 30th. Santa will be back in his house on the 14th and 21st on different Saturdays, and then we'll be doing the gingerbread competition again this year. So we have certainly been busy kind of thinking ahead. We have a good schedule of fall events coming up in addition to what different businesses organize, and then getting ready right for Christmas time already.
And there's a lot of stuff going on at the old dry dock location. What's going on there?
Yeah, so the dry dock received a grant through the Michigan Economic Development Corporation. They're a state economic development portion of the government, and they've been really generous with different projects in our community. So that's one that they recently funded, a portion of it. So that is going to become like a restaurant and whiskey bar. So they're doing, if you've driven by, a complete remodel on both the facade and the interior. So hopefully, you know, checking progress every day. I've heard maybe by the end of the year that work will be done, but it's certainly moving along pretty quickly.
It is, and I've noticed them, you know, doing electrical and plumbing and all kinds of fun stuff, and that brick facade is going to be beautiful and everything they're fixing up. Any other projects going on in the downtown area?
That's kind of the big one right now. We still have the old Hallmark building. That's going to become a brewery, so I know they've been doing
What's the progress on that?
I'm not actually sure. It seems like they've been doing busy at work when I walk by on the interior and exterior to get that fit to go. Yeah, those are kind of the two most visible projects that you can see, and we've had some different businesses and buildings sell over the last few months. So As You Wish sold owners. The bookstore is up for sale. Masters Salon Shoes is up for sale. So we're having some different, you know, businesses shift in our downtown. So a lot of people may not realize what the opportunities are. So, you know, if anyone is interested, you know, just reach out to the DDA and we can kind of show you what's available right now or different opportunities to be a part of it.
Any opportunity for more apartments to be built in the area?
Yeah, there are a few buildings that have that capacity that the owners are kind of thinking about, because the state, a few years ago, they had a robust funding program for those. So that's how we got a lot of the apartments that we have, which some people don't realize. We have almost 35 units throughout the downtown district.
Wonderful.
And those are really quick to go because people want to live downtown, want to live in that environment. So the more of those we can get, the better. Certainly there's some 2-story buildings where, you know, maybe the second story isn't utilized right now or it's something else. like above the professional building.
Right.
I know they've had plans to put in some more units there since there's certainly a need for them, and you know, if the funding is there to make it happen, why not?
Great. And you know, having been downtown recently a few times and on the weekends and for events, I think I've told you this before, it's just so exciting to see all the people and listen to the music and hear the noises and the people talking and people sitting outside. You know, what a wonderful downtown area we have, and I'm so glad our community is supporting all the events.
Absolutely. It certainly takes, you know, both sides on the organizing and people that see the value in, you know, the different events and supporting the businesses that are opening here. So it kind of takes that whole community to rally behind it.
Yes.
And make it what it is.
So how do people find out more about these events? What's the best way?
So we just, something also that we've been working on at our office is we just redid our entire website and added new information, made it a little bit more user friendly. So that is downtownalpenami.com.
Okay.
And there's a page devoted to events. That's a good way to start off.
Okay.
And then on our Facebook event, or Facebook page, if you're on social media, we usually try to add all the events that we see that other organizations host. So if you go to our Facebook page, click events on the left, you'll see a listing of all the different events that are happening in the downtown district.
Wonderful. Thank you so very much, and I'll look forward to talking to you again soon.
Thank you for having me.
I'll be right back with Dr. Don McMaster following these messages.
Greetings, everyone, and welcome to Talk of the Town. I'm Dr. Don McMaster, president of Alpena Community College, and I'm pleased to have as our guest this morning Brenda Herman, executive director of the ACC Foundation. Welcome.
Good morning, thank you.
We had a big week this week.
We sure did.
Can you can speak to it better than me. Just tell the folks what happened and then we'll go from there.
Sure, yeah, absolutely. We were so fortunate to start our week off on Monday with the groundbreaking ceremony for the Van Laer Hall renovations. A moment that I've been looking forward to since I took this job on last June.
Me too.
Yes. Yeah, so it was a great day. It was a wonderful day to celebrate, to bring community and donors together, to celebrate all the hard work that we've done in fundraising for this project, and to really kick it off. Construction will begin, and before we know it, we'll see the fruits of our labor, and we'll have a brand new remodeled facility.
Wonderful. Well, you and your associate, Carrie Kamishak, did a wonderful job organizing and kind of framing and planning the event. What was that like?
Well, thank you, first of all, for the compliment. Yeah, to plan the event and to kind of get it set, you know, it's a celebratory event. And so we, you know, had to start thinking, you know, what would the folks like to see? And so some of the basic things that we decided right from the get-go is that we wanted to share some of the excitement about what was going to happen to the building. So our first design was the banner that you saw, and for the folks that don't know or weren't there, we had a reveal of a very large 11-foot by 14-foot banner that showed renderings and images of what the new exterior of the building will look like and some of the interior images. Our advanced nursing lab, the new front entryway, which is very grand and beautiful, the back of the student center that's going to face our beautiful view of the river there. So that was a really exciting part that we kind of wanted to build around. Of course, we had some notable people that we wanted to give an opportunity to speak at the event. You know, you did a wonderful job welcoming everybody there and kind of setting the frame of the event. And then, of course, we heard from the ACC board chairman, John Briggs, the ACC Foundation president, Sue Fitzpatrick, our director of nursing, Melissa Fournier, our campaign chair, Georgine Hildebrandt, who
She did a great job.
She did such a great job, and it was so wonderful to be working with Georgine this past year. She has a passion not only for Alpena and the college, but she has a nursing background, and so
Yes.
this project really hit home with her to help make sure that we have qualified healthcare professionals in our community.
Wonderful. And your the creativity of the reveal, the banner, I thought was just a wonderful idea. You know,
Yeah.
it attached to where the front entrance of Van Laer Hall is. We have started construction, so and pulling back the curtain and showing it was a great idea.
Yeah, that was kind of a fun brainstorm session. You know, most groundbreaking ceremonies have the ceremonial shovel in the dirt and the folks like that, but we really aren't breaking ground per se. It's more of a renovation, as you know, and so we wanted to get a little creative in our presentation, and I think the folks enjoyed that.
I think from where I sit, with the foundation and under your leadership, the fundraising that has happened for this project is remarkable.
I would have to agree.
More than $3 million raised for it, And well, I thank and congratulate you. Well, what's that been like, your first year on the job, leading?
Well, thank you. I do appreciate that. And first of all, I have to say, I have been very impressed as well. I've been impressed with the support from the Alpena community and our residents. It is definitely not a one-person job. I have had so much support along the way. To start with, my foundation board of trustees, a really great group of people who are very committed to the college and to the vision that we have for our community. So having them and their expertise, many of my foundation board members have been on the board for several years. And so to have them kind of helping guide along the way. And then of course we recruited several other community volunteers to help us solicit donations and support throughout the community. And really just having that momentum behind us was very helpful. And it was a fun journey. As you know, this past year, a little over a year, has been very fast-paced.
That's a good way to put it.
Yeah, I'm not sure I really have had a moment to take a breath yet, but that's the kind of work I like. In taking this job as the foundation executive director, I was looking for a new challenge, and I got that. And I feel very good in the work that we've done, and I'm very pleased with the team of folks that I've been able to work with.
Yes, wonderful. And the event on Monday was such a fun gathering of folks that really deeply support the college and the mission of the college and the role of the college in the community, what the college can do for people, and in some cases did for them.
Yeah, absolutely. We had, most of our donors who support the college and have supported this project joined us on Monday to really help celebrate, but we do have room for more. We are very excited in the design phases of our donor recognition wall, which will be right as you walk into the front of Van Laer Hall after it's renovated, and every donor, big or small, will have their name included in that piece of artwork. And we'd like to invite others in the community, if you have some connection to the college or to healthcare, or just think that it's a great place, we welcome others to join as well by making a gift to the project.
The donor recognition wall is something I'm really looking forward to seeing. Do you have a finished design in your mind, or some ideas of how you might do it?
We have a few different ideas. Nothing I'm really ready to reveal quite yet. We did just meet actually very shortly after the groundbreaking ceremony with some designers on what that may look like. Also, we'll be working with the architects to make sure it fits in with the overall plan for the aesthetics of the building and the facility. But I'm really excited to work on that. It's going to be more than just a list of names. It's going to have a little artistic flair to it, which will be a neat thing to see as you walk into the building.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Well, what was striking to me in researching the comments that I made is, the building was, the cornerstone was laid 62 years ago.
Yes.
And virtually every student that's encountered ACC has gone through the front doors of Van Laer Hall. And it's obviously in need of renovation, but it's a solid building and it's a part of our legacy. So thank you for your efforts and the foundation's efforts to in this project. Thank you folks for watching Talk of the Town, and we'll see you again next week.
This has been Talk of the Town with your host, Nancy Smitham and Dr. Don McMaster. For a list of community events taking place in Northeast Michigan, please visit our website at wbkb11.com and click on our community link. This has been a Thunder Bay Broadcasting Corporation production.